the guy that won the last that won the last tournament. This is so sad.
Yeah, I mean, isn't it so sad? Like, it's like, okay, this is an opportunity to break the 4th place curse, but it's like versus somebody who is completely dominant when you're not ready for it. And I'm not sure what the set count between these two players is exactly, but I can't imagine you're too happy dealing with a player like Poe this early on. I mean, it's not early, it's 4th place, but you definitely were hoping you got somebody a little bit easier to try to break that 4th place curse.
Well, let's see. Sarah's gonna come out. Oh, able to catch him, no options, but ground pound is gonna connect, gets a little bit too greedy, and Poe is gonna be able to find that. Not able to get the full knockout though. Itami is able to get back on to the wall, and that's going to be a big for Itami.
Looking for those side lights there, looking for ways to try to get those anti-airs out, as Itami's definitely taking to the skies here on this Wushang to try to find these open ups into KOs. Seeing a lot of dash jump there. She's trying to scoop Poe, but finally a sidelight into ground pound read from Poe. Poe, you know, obviously you were talking about it last set where it's like you have the turnaround side airs as a really great soft read, but they're a hard read on the dodge down from Itami. Itami getting an extension off the soft platform, triple down light into recovery. That's Itami immediately seizing back the game with that stock take.
That's a real man. That's a real man right there. That's what separates the boys from the men, PJ. Do you go for the triple down lights when life presents you an opportunity? And Itami is showing us how he likes to rock on this spear. Neutral light is going to knock Poe away, and he is doing a great job making sure that Poe has no space to breathe here on the stage.
Okay. Poe's like, all right, I'm gonna stay away from the soft platform a little bit here. He's playing towards the flat stage and is working out really well. He gets that there. Itami with a nice end light mold breaker, but he immediately throws it away with an attempt to pick up some gauntlets here. Dash up into unarmed end light, dash jumping backwards to the weapon spawn, and Poe now kind of whiffing into the air as he's trying to stop the movement. But right now, you can't stop the motion because Itami is moving laps around Poe. Poe's really struggling here.
All right, let's see. Poe able to find that neutral light. That's going to be 2 stocks to 1 now. As Itami is going to have to fight to even these stocks out. He's able to pick up a weapon very quickly, and he's able to get the quick soft read too. That's going to be now Itami with the weapon advantage instead. And let's see what he's able to do with it.
The dash up into the end light, but Poe this time he doesn't fall for that option. He's very comfortable now jumping over a lot of these attempts, and another whip punish on these end lights. Itami, I feel like, is really good at getting end lights when Poe's moving, but Poe's not dashing a lot anymore. He's just going for like a lot of walk forwards and jumps. Really interesting change of pace for Poe, and right now Itami has no answers.
Swapping over to the spear here to try and make something happen, but Poe is just patiently trying to look for an aerial, trying to look for any kind of attack that is going to have the variable force, the knockback that he needs. Neutralite is going to go unanswered, or sorry, Neutralite is going to hit. It's going to be answered by Itami, but Itami swapping over to the gauntlets. He's actually making a little bit of something happening right now. PJ Poe is struggling to find this hit. Oh, that could have been massive. If that recovery hit, it could have spiked him, but Poe is able to avoid it and finds a recovery of his own. Before we talk about this game, I gotta interrupt. Itami, please play Poe. Like, you have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever. He's literally playing Wushang. This is what the Poe crossover is on, dude.
Poe beating Poe is maybe the only way you can beat this unstoppable force in Middle East, but Itami there, I feel like that end sig, it feels like a good option to go for. It feels good to hit the signature button there. It feels like, okay, it's a very scrambly last stock for the first game. I'm going to cash in a very early read, but their Poe is like very confident at going low for the recovery, especially when he's on the cannon. He just has too many options, and I feel like there it ends up being Itami who tries to risk it all off stage, doesn't work, and now Poe with the game lead looking to capitalize on this one. Sidelight into side air into recovery. Oh my goodness, the amount of damage that does. That is a disgusting 3-piece. Something you have to be very careful for if you're Itami.
Let's see what they're able to do. Poe bringing Itami down to the left-hand side of the screen again and again. That's going to be a quick turnaround though, and Itami with an early knockout.
That's a very early game, but I'm very surprised he's able to find that there. As Itami, I mean, he is very high in the damage right now, going into the almost deep red, and Poe is just, you know, happy, or sorry, Itami's happy to take that stock early on, and we go for a GC downlight off the top. That is a very aggressive option. He's trying to extend this lead poly, but the side air will force into a 2-stock apiece game.
Right. Sidelight comes out. No extension. Poe trying to get something started with a bit of a read here. Unable to find a set read though. Itami doing an amazing job at making sure that he's staying unpredictable here.
Dash up D-Light, trying to find a little scoop there, but that hitbox not necessarily as friendly as you'd want versus a player like Poe. Side six coming out now. Very majestic sounding side six, I will add. The down air comes out from Poe. A ground pound attempt to propeller downwards. Gets hit with a pogo there as Poe tries to reversal with a ground pound of his own. But a GC signature! He gets the reversal and the KO!
What is that from Poe? Who does that?
That is so disgusting. What an incredible angle to cover, as well as a very long range, something Itami was definitely not expecting, but he taps it in with the GC downlight into ground pound. Oh my goodness, that was very, 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 very sad for Itami, as now Poe forces the last stock. It's even, but it's still something where could have looked very, very much different and much better for Itami at that.
Dude, this is what 99 levels of Zol does to a man.
Yeah, exactly. You know your limits. Right. You know when you can only go for one option there.
Neutral light comes out and he's able to find the soft
no.
read. Itami, you gotta be careful, not allow him to get those reverse Sares. It's one of the bread and butter soft reads of the cannon kit. Now let's see if he's gonna be able to find any ground moves here. That's Itami with the triple downlight into the knockout. Poe, one crucial mistake was all it takes for Itami to shut you down, and that is going to be 1-1 now.
I mean, the margins of this game, 430 damage versus 426. If you're able to win a game versus Amethyst doing 4 more damage, you're definitely doing something right. And it comes down to that, where he's able to stop Poe from getting these crazy damages, crazy early stocks. I mean, this is a very, very good showing from Itami. I mean, this is very, very doable if he wants to break this 4th place curse.
Yeah, the first stock was like so key for Itami, considering he was able to get quite an early knockout there. Now we are waiting to see, is Poe going to activate their one-time use, making the opponent start with 2 stocks move. Only time will tell. That can definitely still happen.
If it happened there, man, that would have been the craziest caster call, but Poe a little bit too early to punish like a dodge in place. That would have been crazy, though. I mean, it was exactly what he wanted, for sure. Okay.
All right, ground pound comes out. Able to keep him knocked, keep him pushed off the screen. Itami with an unfortunate dare there, keeping him locked in active frames. Poe unable to get a great punish off of it, though. It could have been very dangerous.
Oh, the movement, nice whiff punish on that sideline. We go the D-light into Nair as well, and Poe, he's moving with a purpose right now. He is completely nullifying this Itami game plan, but the double down air, the Poe goes, and Poe falls to a Poe go. And that's going to be him going off stage and dying. I don't know what I'm trying to say with that one, but nonetheless, Itami's happy to take that stock.
Let's see. D-light here comes out. Tries to make something happen here. Neutral light not going to be enough to get the knockout just yet. He's so damaged though. The Sarah isn't going to connect either.
That's so much, dude. That's so sick. He's so good at getting these double D-lights. And as I say that, I'm trying to give him some flowers, bro. Can you chill out a little bit? A side air to close out that stock, saying, yeah, you cannot go for that while I have an action hand. An immediate punish when he has no options there.
Right. Oh, tries to find the GCD light. Itami is really making great use of these D-light reads. It's definitely a key part of his game plan. Poe, great quick read there to get some additional damage. You're not going to see anything crazy. What a call out! He knew that ground pound was coming out. There's no way you play like that on the offstage unless you know that there's a ground pound coming out. What a play by Poe. He was two steps ahead that entire encounter, bro. I'm telling you.
Dude, that's so tragic, though. That angle sending downwards and immediately Poe's like, yeah, I know I win here, and just immediately taking that stock. And now all of the win from Itami's sails has been deflated. And this is looking a lot harder. GC D-light to get a reversal. Itami with a turnaround GC side light into the stage, trying to get a open up into a KO, but Poe is completely lapping and damage. The insig comes out, though, to close out that stock.
All right, it's going to be Poe, though, knocked down to his final stocks. Itami, after everything that you've gone through, it's still going to be possible. And you're racking up the damage with these nairs, too. And might be able, he finds the dare.
Boom. Oh, what a fit. Oh, dude, the spacing from Poe there to get the hitbox to just cover right below him and also be at enough horizontal angle to not get clipped by the recovery from the spear. Really, really clean down air placement from Poe to take that game away. Oh my goodness.
All right, but let's see if itami is going to be able to make it work. He has taken a game down Poe before. It's definitely still possible. Yet again, allow me to reiterate, this is an opportunity for itami to get his first top 3 placement, his first podium finish, and his first medal against the previous champion of the region here. Let's see if he's able to make it work. He finds a pretty good read here in just the very, very start of the game. He's going to need a lot more than that, though, to take down the previous champion.
Okay, Poe's like, I got those big strings too, getting a big lead there with an air into the end light as well. That's a big extension there. Side light into GC. Side light doesn't find it there, avoids that side air from itami, and once again jumping over that downer. A downer comes out from Poe, and Poe flips the situation perfectly. itami has not found a friend in the offstage game right now, because Poe has been finding these very, very close margin reversals that, you know, lose his socks so early. So I feel like stay on stage, win the neutral, get those D lights on those soft platforms, because right now Poe's running away with the set.
Yeah, looking stronger in the neutral as well. Now it seems that Poe has just done a very good job at adjusting here to itami. Only time will tell if itami. Oh, if he held that ground pound, that could have been something. But Poe, he gets the wall hug instead of able to find that ground pound. A little bit unfortunate, but it's still a lot of damage. Side signature is going to come out, and that is going to be the stocks evened out, though.
Okay. itami taken to the platforms here as Poe able to pick up a weapon here. Now this is where dashing on these platforms gets a little scary. That cannon there racks on a lot of damage, as well as being a very consistent KO option off the top. itami, nice pick up there with an air sense. Poe high, going for the end line to send Poe off stage. Poe gets the recovery as well, disarms itami in the process, and now Poe once again in the driver's seat of this game. itami needs a big read and needs it now.
There it is. That's going to be the stock. 2-1 right now. Poe is 1 stock away from getting a top 3 placement. Completely ensured here. Let's see if he's going to be able to find it. itami scrambling to find anything here off the ground. And neutralize to catch that landing into the weapon throw. The side signature is a little bit greedy. But Poe isn't going to be able to find a very big punish off of it.
Ooh, I like that dash forward into the end light as well. The side light into the GC side light. He wanted to end the game right there, Polly, but instead itami jumps right over that one. That would have been a crazy post stock so early in the set, but itami still holding on to this game. It's not over yet, but he throws his spear away. He doesn't even want to hit Poe with the spear. He just wants to get it off stage as quick as possible.
Neutralize is going to connect. itami not able to find anything big, though. It's still possible. The D signature is going to find the knockout. 1 stock to 1 now. itami has the weapon advantage. If he's able to pull out one of those triple D lights again, this is still doable. PJ.
Never say never on a player like itami. We see the side light come out there. Poe now with the dashboard into the end light, gets immediately punished with a end light of itami's, and another end light unarmed, gets an immediate weapon pickup into the G, or it's not GC, just a side light, but Poe lands back to the platform, gets the end light off stage itami, and I guess for game situation, one move can be the end of this game for itami, but itami is holding on right now. He is playing very elusive. Weapon toss, side light into recovery, avoids the recovery is Poe, who lands back down with another end light, and itami is fighting so hard for this game, but it might be too little too late.
And Poe is getting very damaged right now.
Whoa, we're recooking.
Whoa, indeed.
What is
Poe's getting
going on?
quite damaged.
No.
The end line comes out, and that's okay. Okay, that's going to be the game. I was getting a little bit weird there, but Poe is still going to be able to make it work in the end. itami getting close to clutching it out. We could have seen a game 5 there in an alternative universe, maybe.
Man, that was so close. itami, I feel like he was really, really poised in the neutral game. He was utilizing that movement really well. He gets the downlight, but I feel like sometimes when you're like forcing all of your calmness into the neutral, sometimes you get like a big read like that D light there.